Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Nakul Arora. Today we are going to move forward in the series of our discussion over the topic of emotions. Before that, I would like to thank you guys for increasing the number of views and the number of subscribers at a very high rate. Family is growing pretty well. If you haven't subscribed the channel as yet, here's the subscribe button. Please hit that and be a part of the family of Aurora's Canvas. And you can also hit the bell icon so you'll get the notification of the latest videos as soon as I upload them on your mobile. Now let's begin with today's discussion. Today we are going to discuss a very critical emotion that most of us might be facing at different levels, but we fail to address them. That emotion is anxiety, overthinking, worried, and not being able to sleep. If you're someone who is awake all night just staring at the wall, this video is for you. The emotion that you're facing is anxiety. Anxiety is worrying about something. It does not have to be something relevant. At times it will be relevant, at times it will be irrelevant, at times you might be awake thinking about why was this world created, what is my purpose of living. Now I'm not saying these are questions you should never ask, but this is overthinking. You're into a loop of thoughts. You think about anything and everything and you keep on doing it over and over again. Now this issue could be very dangerous for any human being. So you have to ensure, if it is at a very high level, you need to consider medical help. Go Google anxiety disorder. If you have it at a very large scale, there is no harm in going to a doctor. So if you have anxiety, there are three ways you can address them. First of all, let me tell you, what I'm going to talk today is my perception. Mental health is like an art, and every artist will have a separate brushstroke. There will never be a Google map to mental health. Everybody has their own approach to it. So like an artist, you can use your own way of attaining mental health. However, like every artist, you need guidance. You can use some guidance. And I'm going to use the way I approach mental health and the way I am able to deal with so much of anxiety that I might have to go through if I don't follow it. So the following steps would be in the third method. However, the first two methods are very simple. Method number one is that you simply consider a medical practitioner, a professional who will help you with your anxiety if it is at a very large level. Stop ruining everything around you. Stop ruining your family life. Stop ruining your career. Stop ruining your personal relations. Go to a doctor. Get the anxiety worked upon. If that's not possible, and there's no harm and no shame in going to a professional for consultancy. That's fine if you need some help. Many of us around are facing anxiety and not doing anything about it. At least you're doing something about it. Second option is again based on the availability of resources. How equipped are people around you? If you have somebody who's ready to understand you, give you that time and attention, you talk to that person, make sure you follow their advice religiously. Do not just listen to them and don't do anything about it. There is no use of getting a medical prescription written if you're not ready to take the medicines. So only consider help if you're going to follow them. Now third way is, look, what happens is when you go to people around you, most of the people would not be ready to dig deep enough to really understand, or maybe even if they try their level best, they will not be well equipped to deal with your problems. So you might not get this around you. What do you do in this situation? So well, my friends, this situation, you need to take control in your own hands. Now I'm just going to share a 5-step approach that I have towards anxiety. You can choose how you want to go about these steps. Try to follow them religiously. If you're not able to do it, do some, personal brushstrokes to it and create the picture of your perfect mental health. So initially there's a step one. You identify what's bothering you. This is the most important part. You need to identify what is actually bothering you. Once you've done the identification part, the second part is very critical. Just try to find out, is it really important to solve? Or I'll just share a different way to do it. Just identify the amount of efforts required to solve that problem and then just balance it out against the importance of it. How important is it to solve this problem? Is it really worth solving this problem? The efforts that you put in, are they really required? Sometimes our problem is very simple, how a certain person thinks about us. You do not need to be Rajma Chawal. राजमा चावल बनने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. सबको impress हम कभी ना कर पाए हैं, ना कभी कर पाएंगे. So better off just see the amount of efforts required, analyze the availability of resources. If that is worth it, then solve the problem. Then you move on to step number 3 and you decide based on the above analysis that are you going to solve this problem or you're not going to solve this problem. If you've decided that you're going to solve this problem, then the steps end here and you move to the solution of the problem. However, if you decide that this problem is not as important as you thought or the efforts required to solve it are really too much against the importance of the issue, here begins step number 4. Step number 4 is, if you've decided that you're not doing anything about it, you decide to ignore the issue as well. And now you move on forward and move to step number 5. You have to analyze that your focus has to go somewhere. You cannot have a blank head and live in this world. So either you'll have some relevant problems to solve. In case in life sometimes you think that all the problems that you have are irrelevant and the only problems that you need to solve are related to something where the amount of efforts are not worth it. So then decide to channelize your energy and focus into something which will lead to your growth. If there's nothing stopping you, then why not start running a bit faster? Sometimes people say, I don't have anything big and real issues. What do I do? These small problems are my problems. No. Well, if you have smaller problems, they are irrelevant. Forget about them and use the energy that you have towards your growth. Barricades nahi hai aapki life mein. Why don't you run a little faster than the rest? Use the freedom that you have and attain whatever you want from your life. Anxiety is a very serious emotion, guys. Do not ignore it. Requirement hai, so please consider medical help. And otherwise, just talk to somebody very mature around you. Third option, follow the steps that I've told you and deal with your emotions. Leave the feedback in the comments that do you have anxiety problems or if there's anything more that you want to know about anxiety and the ways to deal with it. And do not forget to hit the like buttons. Please hit the like button. थोड़ा motivation मिलता है और वीडियो बनाने के लिए. पैसे थोड़ी मांग रहा हूँ, थोड़ा like करने को बोल रहा हूँ. Like कर दो वीडियो को. And I'll see you in the next video. अगले इमोशन को टारगेट करेंगे हम कल. This was it for today. Thank you so much. जुड़े रहिए चैनल के साथ, इसको शेयर कीजिए, फैलाइए अपने दोस्तों में और ये कंटेंट पहुंचाइए जहां तक पहुंच सकता हो. Please subscribe the channel. Our family is growing really fast. Let's hope we hit a large milestone very soon. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Stay tuned for more content. We are coming back soon. Thank you very much for today. Bye-bye.